What's happening? I am about to start as soon as I get my mic on. Kraken, Kraken, Kraken. I'd be Kraken. Bearded Ducky. I didn't see that you. God damn it! I didn't see that I had a new follower. Bearded Ducky, thank you. I wish there was a way to. I'll follow you back. There we go. Boom. What's happening, everybody? It's Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content occasionally on the internet. I am a cosplayer slash puppeteer slash feature creator occasionally at every Magic Con. Just say, besides Vegas the year before, but I was working there, so it's kind of like that. Hi, Lando. Lando's here. He just brushed up into my legs with his big fluffy tail. Anyway, I love my cats. I might be obsessed with my cats. I would destroy the earth for my cats. I love those little silly bastards. So, I am also occasionally. I'm a former ambassador a couple of times. I love magic. Like universes beyond everything. It makes me happy. Besides standard, I don't know. I can play it for a couple hours and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for a little while. But anyway, I have been building my collection list here on Moxfield for ever. At least it feels like forever, because this is the third list because I'm incompetent. This is Master List 2. Master List 3 destroyed. uh, we've been adding cards forever. Eventually I'll know what I have. I'm putting everything in order. And also, yeah, we've been painting my death guard in between when I feel like taking a break from looking at my cards and these tiny little numbers. Goddamn little tiny numbers. They're so tiny. Just 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna go make a post that I am live over here doing things. Is that my address? Twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder. That sounds right. I think that's who I am, right? That's what's happening. I think I'm funny. There we go. That picture is horrible. Every picture with me in it is horrible. What am I talking about? Uh, okay, let's bring up our chat over here so I can see that. Boo boo doo boo 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 doo boo. Where did my chat go? I don't know where my chat went. Docs. Oh, I must have just closed it last night. There we go. Now my chit chat is up. Now I can see things. Don't mind me. I am exhausted. I just carried downstairs probably 100-ish trade paperback or hardcovers and trade paperbacks. There's probably like 200 there. I think I'm miscalculating. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a lot of comic books. And I've read them all. And they're all in my head. It's horrible. I'm so stupid. But if you need a trivia partner for anything this geeky, comic books, Legos, toys, collectibles, magic cards, obviously. I might know about magic. I don't know. My 30 years experience. That's a good job thing to put on an application, right? I have no experience at this job, but I do have 30 years experience with your game. Just let me come and play with my game. Let me leave my mark on the game that I love. That's all I want. I just want to be an unknown card. I want to be a puppeteer that maybe makes clones or takes control of other people's creatures. Kind of like a Coffin Queen. Oh my god. Amara Coffin Queen. I wish I was the Coffin Queen. It's one of my favorite arts from the original Magic sets. I'll bring it up in a second. Gifted either born. You're just over here 'cause you're one of my favorite cards. Got that touch on Lifelink. Nobody wants to F with that. And then he's got his body's not that bad either. He's 2-3. I don't know. I want more Aetherborn. I was kind of disappointed we didn't get. Did we get any during the race? Huh. Well, we got Gonti. No, I don't know if I count Gonti. So many Gontis. Gonti I enjoy, but I don't play Gonti unless I'm like in person with people. Woo! That is some words. That was some words I just used. Let me see how that's running. Okay. My internet has been being funky sometimes. I just wanted to make sure it was not being funky. Dark Imposter is interesting. It's got an interesting ability. Oh, oh my god. Imposter is not an imposter. I am an imposter. 190. 109? Hang on, they did finally reprint him. He is a vampire assassin. That's kind of cool. He is kind of neat. He's a 2/2 for 3. But that ability for 6, which is a lot. But you're exiling creatures, any creatures, putting a +1/+1 counter on them. And then you have all their activated abilities of those creatures. It's kind of cool. And there's a lot of cards that work with vampires and assassins. Interesting. Kinda forgot about you, Dark Imposter. I just remembered I liked your art. It's funny how all the information is just still in your brain, but sometimes you have to unlock it. Find it? I don't know. The brain is weird. The brain is weird. Da-da-da. I think Hero's Downfall is no longer a rare. I think it got downshifted to an uncommon, I do believe. I think. I don't know. Those are some cats running around in my room upstairs. Don't like that at all. They knocked over all my Legos. Ugh. Man, I wish I could get angry at my cats. I save my anger for important things. Like, yeah, my cats messed my stuff up. Excellent. Good job, cats. Doing your job. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this wall of books. I actually need to bring down the shelf from upstairs. Then I'll probably just put them back on there. I don't know if somebody wants them, I'll sell them to you. I will. I will trade you my comic book collection for your magic collection. How about that? Or I'll just sell it to you. You could open a comic book store. There's enough comic books to open a comic book store. At least get started. Hell, if you want everything, I'll sell you all the Marvel Legends, comic books, Legos. You can just open a store of just ridiculousness. You'll at least have an inventory to start. And you'll help me out. Get it out of my life. I enjoyed it. I did the things. Now I just wait and die. I think that's what I would do now. I think that's what old people do. Just wait around, occasionally die. Necropolis Regent, I love you. The other day, she just wrecked some face. Whenever a creature you can control deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters. It's stupid. It's a 6/5 flyer for 6. And she's a vampire, so she's obviously easy to work into a deck. Nothing worse than a bunch of life-linking vampires suddenly getting +1/+1 counters for all the damage they're doing. Ugh, gross. I don't remember who I was playing with. I was on somebody else's. No. It was on the Breakfast Club. We were playing Magic Online. And they had never seen Necropolis Regent. Or at least I don't think it was Bones who hadn't seen it. They were like, "What is happening? All these +1/+1 counters are going everywhere." I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a monster. Da, 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 da. Oh, god damn it. I remembered what I wanted to listen to, and then I forgot again. Damn it. That makes me sad. Okay, well, I'm gonna go bring up my music real quick. You know what comes out next week? Vampire Masquerade Blood Lines 2. That's a lot of words. What are we doing? I'm gonna go listen to Thrice until I remember what I wanted to listen to. What is this? They had a new album in 2025, and I did not know this. Thrice. Please play in my ears. Play in my earballs. Make sure I'm not playing you on my stream balls. Burp. I love Thrice. One of my favorite bands. They went from like a screamo outfit to a weird ass music. I don't know, they so many different kinds of music. Like, this is magnificent, whatever I'm hearing right now. God, I love Colitas. These are some of my favorite cards. They put out this. Oh, okay. I know what I just had an idea. I don't want to say it out loud. I will get myself in trouble. Man, I kind of forgot. I should have put Thrice on my list of favorite bands this morning. And Garrick's Wake, you've ruined my life a couple of times. God damn it, this is like next week. Son of a bitch. Tom! Tom! Where's Tom? Fuck. Who wants to go see Thrice in Cleveland on November 7th? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Well, that's happening. I haven't seen Thrice. I haven't seen Thrice in years. In years, in years. I just remember it being one of the best live shows that I had seen. I've seen a lot of live shows. Oh, no, no. No, what's going on here? No. Stop this nonsense. Oh, Drana. You're so cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot there was another Kalitas. Kalitas Blood Chief of the Git. That's actually pretty cool. Destroys creatures and mix vampires. He's a lot of mana. It'd just be fun to use, though. That's the symbol is almost the command. Their symbol is almost the same as Alara's. At least it does from a really fast look at it. Tom, where are you? How am I supposed to talk to you if you're not here? How am I supposed to yell at you? Not even yelling at you, I just want to yell at you. Not for anything. Oh my god. I think this was part of my vampire deck. I don't know. I found another box of rare cards last night. It's like, Tom, I hate everything. It's like, I'm gonna be doing this until I'm dead. Like, this was a promo from when I came back to Magic. And it's weirdly, the text is weird on it. Like, it bled, so it's thicker. I've had that happen on a couple of cards. Doesn't happen a lot. It was my first pre-release I had been back to since, oh my god, probably Champions of Kamigawa. It was a long time. I braved the city and walked across the city for the first time by myself. Jesus, I was a child. People scare me. Or maybe I scare myself around people. I don't know. It's... when I have an ad break show up, I am gonna go and go grab some food. I was like, what did I not bring over here? I was like, I was missing something. I was like, my water wasn't where it normally is, because it was condensating, so I put it over here on my stupid playmat that I don't really care about. It's already been beaten up enough that it... Oh, you beautiful soulless jailer. 7 of you! That's insane! Why? That's ridiculous. I remember when people really hated this card. I think that was like my first copy, actually. Say, that was like my first Modern Master set that I actually bought a box. And I was like, oh, I never had this card. So cool. This is really not that cool. Not that cool. Tablet of Completion. You are pretty cool. I am going to leave you up for a second while I get my paint out. Not that paint. Is this the paintbrush though? Aha! This is my paintbrush. That was. I was like, I'm very sad that I do not have any more Flayed One's flesh. I might be able to scrape a little bit out of it. Maybe. I doubt it, though. Ah, there's my headphones. Ugh. I was looking for them this morning. It took me like 3 hours to move stuff around upstairs. My partner had tripped on stuff last night, so I wanted to move some stuff around to make it a little bit safer. Not a lot of space up there, that's why I really need to get rid of stuff. But that took forever this morning. And I couldn't find my headphones, so I didn't have any music. It was like, I used to have a sound system back in the day. I have my Xbox and stuff down here that I could have turned on, but I was upstairs more often than I was down here, so it just kind of be pointless. So I play a lot of Warhammer. I read a lot of Warhammer. It is one of my probably my second favorite thing. It makes me happy. It's a terrible place, but I'm like, I get it. It's like, I understand. Everything is awful. Excellent. But at least you can fight back. So I started playing Warhammer. I know I tell all these stories all over again. But who knows, there might be somebody new listening someday. I don't know. Could happen. Somebody new might be on here and they might want to know what's going on. Yeah, I started Warhammer in 99. Yeah, that would have been the year that I moved to New York. And they had a Games Workshop in the mall that was in Buffalo, which was like an hour. Well, from my parents' house, it's like an hour out. Or where I grew up here. But, so we would go there every weekend and just hang out in the freaking store. We'd hang out, me, my dad, and my brother. My mom would go to like JCPenney or whatever. Then we would sit there and we would just try to decide what we wanted to buy, which ended up taking hours of our life. Like, there were other things to do in the mall. Like, you can go to the toy store, Hot Topic. No, but we're just gonna hang out in Games Workshop for hours and hours and hours. And you know what? Those are some of the best times I had in my life, just hanging out in Games Workshop. I didn't pay attention to if anybody were being jerks or anything. I just was in my own little world, trying to decide what I wanted to do. And then we'd talk to the Games Workshop people. They would give us stuff because we were there all the time. That's right, Games Workshop. Nothing you can do about it now. I couldn't tell you who those people are. They could be dead for all I know. That just sounds so. I sound horrible about everything. I don't mean to. I don't have the correct emotional responses to things, and I was telling my partner, I was like, I really should not have based my personality on the Joker, and now I can't stop. I hide threes and things in threes all over these. Timothy, Timothy, where are you? I gotta remember that I need to talk to you. I need to put music or something on here for people. I don't know how to do anything. I've really been slacking. Hey, I have a stream coming up next week. 2 streams, actually, on Saturday and Sunday next week. I didn't have anything. No, it's November. I'm making things up. I do have a stream with Jen and Donnie over the Filthy Casuals, though, on Saturday at 5 p.m. on Eastern Time. Love to have you there. I'm excited to play. I haven't played with Jen and Donnie in forever, and I really miss it. They're some of my favorite people in the community. That's the thing, I've met so many wonderful people. Lots of wonderful people that I wouldn't have met without Magic. So Magic, thanks. You're pretty cool. Actually, without Magic, I would be an effing mess probably. Who knows what I would be doing? Maybe I would be doing something important. I don't know. Maybe I would have got a real job and went to college and who knows? Maybe I would have actually did something with my life. It's got a little stinger on his back. It's like a little, like weird fly slash hornety. Hornety? Is hornety a word? It is now, because I just said it. No, Thrice, you are depressing. Okay, I might cry. I might actually not. Shit. I had to use my brain to not get this all over. It's true. Okay, I have an ad break, so I am gonna go grab something to. There we go. Said I was gonna get up, and then I did not. I am going to. Well, then I put paint on the paintbrush, and I was like, oh, I better use this real quick. I just. Getting that paint on there. Ooh. I'm gonna go grab one of my Go grab another one of my death shroud. You cats and your hairballs. Gross. Gross. I'm back. What's happening? Anything new? Anything change? Anybody here? Ad break? They're still happening. I remember what I was going to do that I didn't do. Good job, me. Failure. I was gonna grab some Death Shroud. I did not grab any Death Shroud. My bad. Tablet of completion, you're weird. You get oil counters. I hate that they made these mechanics and they didn't make enough cards to build a deck out of these new mechanics. So even if you really like it, like, you really gotta put all the cards that do the thing, even if they're bad, because that's all you have. And then you gotta wait a couple years until maybe the mechanic comes back, or it shows up in Modern Horizons, or and that bums me out, because I like to build themed decks, and build things with themey things. Hey, Arizona Angels, what's happening? I always appreciate your messages. Makes me feel good. I need to see some positivity. I like positivity. I wish I was more positive. I just brought downstairs hundreds of freaking trade paperbacks, comic books. Hey, what's going on? I'm getting them there. It's taking forever. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. This has given me something to take my mind off of the world. Whenever I feel like I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go paint some guys, not think about things, not look at stuff, just listen to some music, paint some little men. I was still thinking about when we were at the hotel. I was like about my small soldiers idea, but with Warhammer guys, it'd be terrible. Or Toy Story. All my Warhammer guys come to life and they're just blowing stuff up. Well, they are bringing joy, so that would be horrible if all my Warhammer guys came to life. If every like the world was like Toy Story, my house would be invaded and be horrible. It would just be superhero toys everywhere, Legos running around. I would not survive, I don't think. I could do it like a stop motion movie. they don't move. They're just like, and they have to make that sound. Man, I just walked up and down the stairs way too many times. I had to go turn on the air conditioner because I was just like, this is horrible. It's taking so long, Arizona. It's taking so long. But it feels good, and I like looking at all my cards as I do it. Oh, see, that's an interesting. See, I've been trying to put my lands together that do whatever, like all the Rakdos ones and stuff like that. So when I go to make a deck, I can just go grab those set of lands and put them in the deck. Because sometimes that's a problem when I'm looking through. So I'm trying to put my lands in that kind of order. Like I have little, I hate land selection. It doesn't really matter to me. I guess, like I can put my crappy tap lands in my deck to lower its power if I feel like it, which is usually what I use anyway. Like I'm like, eh. This Thrice album is fantastic. I want to go see Thrice in Cleveland. I didn't know about it until today. It's one of my favorite bands. I wish I could say I was done with any color. It's been. I found another box of rares, and I'm just like, why? What is happening? I think they multiply. I don't know, like rabbits. White is a very, very finicky color. That's why, like, especially because I wanted the flayed one flesh to look kind of transparent. So that's why I did the black. And then the black was supposed to be, or when it goes over top of the black, it gives it this weird, like, kind of like you can almost see through it. And then I'm gonna make veins and then dry brush over top of it so the veins look like they're underneath the skin. Since the Death Guard armor is technically alive, I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do. I just have to get to those points. And these streams force me to have to do it and get some painting done. I'm like, haha, that's right. Me, I'm tricking me into actually doing what I want to do. If I don't just do this and stream it and talk with people, I would just probably be, I don't know, doing housework. I don't. There's lots of housework I can always be doing, and I tell myself I can't do things I want to do until I finish things, and then I don't get to do the things I want to do. I punish myself sometimes. There's so many weird things on this guy. Little skeleton guys, or little skeleton head's got this little tongue sticking out of it. I want to make the little demon heads and stuff look like they're alive. I have not. I started the one night and started putting things in actual platoons, and then I was like, this is This is silly. I'm gonna walk away for a second. I ended up moving all of my stuff, moved all my Space Wolves and my Sisters of Battle into my cabinet, and moved because I had put all my Death Guard in my cabinet before I left for Atlanta. So then I took them all out, moved them all, and switched places. So all the Death Guard moved to where the Sisters were, so I have them all accessible, so they're all in one place. And then I was like, okay, now I'll start putting them in by platoons, but I still have stuff over here that isn't over there. And I don't know if there's enough shelf space to put just all the Death Guard together. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going. I'm gonna be painting them forever. Yeah, that's selling magic cards sometimes is such a pain in the butt. Like, I don't know how many times I hate trading to the vendors at the like magic cons and things or at the conventions, but sometimes that's the easiest way to do it, even though you're taking usually a pretty terrible loss sometimes. That's why I usually only take stuff that are worth a certain amount. That way they're not just giving me like pennies for something they can still sell for $1. Will I be able to sell it for $1? I don't know, but I might be able to put it in a deck. This is what I tell myself. I'm like, I might need this later. uh, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's just that the possums are being jerks, and that's why my internet is being silly, because they use the cord out there to climb up into the attic. It's not really the attic so much as just the ceiling of the house upstairs. And the possums climb up and then they go inside. Do you? That, I wonder if we have one for like New York and Buffalo area or whatnot. I should check. I imagine we probably do. We have a couple of stores. Like, my LGS just closed here, so I gotta go find another one. I don't want to drive an hour every time I go to the LGS, which stinks. Like, I could drive 8 minutes and it was great. It was great for like 3 years. That makes me sad. Because now everybody's just scattered everywhere. Now there's nowhere to play. I think one of the bars downtown, because we're a college town, so it's just bars downtown. Like, businesses, for some reason, never do well, except for bars. Because college kids, apparently that's what they do. But I think one of the bars is letting them host their Magic games and stuff there now, so... Because they have, like, an upstairs area. I gotta find that out if that's true. That's hearsay. I don't even know who told me that. Well, I'm like, maybe Tom told me that? No, Heather told me that. Because she was at the bar. I remember this. She goes and plays bingo. I went once. But it was with all her friends, and I don't mesh well with some people. They're so normal. Like, I love hearing about people's hobbies, even if it's not a hobby that I have, but some people don't have hobbies. Like, if somebody wants to talk to me about sports, even though I don't play or watch sports, like, I don't mind listening to somebody who's passionate about something they like. But, like, I mean, I guess they're passionate about, like, work, but then they're talking to me about people I don't know, and I'm just like, no. Because I'm gonna remember all this, and I don't want to. That sounds magnificent. That makes me so sad. I have to go 45 minutes either direction I can go to find one, but if I go 2 hours, I can get to Rochester, and Millennium Games is just my favorite store. It's I they say it's the biggest game store on the East Coast. I kind of believe it. It's humongous. They sell Legos and Magic, and they host tournaments and Warhammer, every kind of board game that exists. See, even one I would. I almost when we had three of them in town since I've lived here, or at least in Fredonia, which is basically Fredonia and Dunkirk are connected, but it's like Eagleton and Pawnee and Parks and Recs. Like, Fredonia thinks it's all super awesome, and because it's a college town, and some of the rich people live there. And then you got all of us Dunkirkians that are all just like having a good old time over here. We don't have stores or businesses or anything, but like we're having a good time. Uh, that's so silly. The funny thing is, it's just like Eagleton, like they think they're fantastic and like they're horrible all the time. It just makes me laugh. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm making you laugh. I think I'm funny, but I don't know. Heather tells me I'm not. She told me my comedy special would get me canceled. I was like, oh, thank you. I'm just mean to the mean people. Somebody has to be mean to the mean people. I don't like being mean. That's one of my least favorite things. uh, that's silly. Oh, my little death guards. You're so cute. And get in there. Ugh. The more color that gets on them, the better it makes me feel. I'm like, yeah, look how get in there. I started doing the red on some of them, and I was like, I should probably stop doing the red. I was like, I gotta, because most of the things that are red have gold things that are really tiny. Like the piping is, I'm doing red, but there's a lot of holes that show the stuff underneath, so that stuff is gold. So if I just slop the gold in there real quick, I can just work with the red over to around it. I feel like I have a whole bunch more tablets of completion. I feel like an old person. I gotta take my glasses on and off. Like I gotta sit there and not use my glasses when I'm reading minis, but when I'm doing my cards, I have to. I'm like, ah. Uh, it's therapeutic. I don't know. I enjoy it. Most of the time, I just kind of shut my brain off, build some stuff. I did do a lot of customization on them too. Like I did a lot of, like I put slime and gunk coming off of their blades with the I don't know. So like I use modeling clay, this stuff called green stuff. You like it's kind of like a plastic explosive, kind of. You mix the two clays together, and then it turns into this weird green color. It's a blue and neon green, and then when you mix it together, you have like 15 minutes to sculpt it and build it into something. So I made custom bases and made slop all over the place and put some. I did a lot of little things. I made tentacles. The one tank, I made a giant tongue coming out of it. That's the one nice thing of the Chaos guys, it just doesn't matter. uh, I love silly jokes. 388. Looks like it's somewhere on here. Sometimes I like this card just because it's just a weapon. Like, sometimes it's nice having a card out that, like, scares one deck into doing your bidding. Like, sorry about this. Like, you work for me now. I love a good silly joke. Oh, Talismans. I hadn't realized that Talismans that was like the first time was in Mirrodin. I was like, huh. And then some of them, we didn't actually get the rest of the Talismans until freaking Modern Horizons. That's insane. That's a long period of time in between Mirrodin and freaking Modern Horizons. Huh. That's really weird. Yes, it really does. I really wish artifacts would go back to being brown. I don't know. It's just such a pain in the butt. Like, it made it easier finding artifacts, and then when they started making colored artifacts, like white artifacts, look like just normal artifacts, so sometimes they end up in my artifact pile, and I don't like that. Yeah, it was insane. I was like, there's a whole bunch of uncommons right now that are worth a lot of money, and I'm like, now I gotta go through. It's like, I'm probably never gonna finish just the rare cards, so I'm like, never gonna get to the uncommons. Like, some of them I know, I'm like, oh yeah, this one's actually worth something, so I usually throw them aside. Especially if they're ones that people are using in, like, standard, because I mean, I probably don't need more than the one copy. It's probably in a theme, a deck of some sort. Oh, Triskelen. I used to use this all the time when I used to play, when I first started. And Pentavis. Umbilicus is pretty weird. I had forgotten about it until I had reprinted it. It's got weird art, too. I don't know what's happening. The guy's got like a weird pipe in his back. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may pay 2 life. If they don't, they return a permanent they control to its owner's hands. The cool thing is you just use it for yourself and just keep bouncing things. Looks like my Death Guard. Tubes and stuff sticking out of them. Gosh, I want another Warhammer set. Hopefully Samir takes all of our ideas. I mean, no. We just said nothing. Like, I don't care. I wish Wizards just hire me as a freelancer, mine my brain for all my ideas, and then just fire me. And that's all you need to do. I'll be happy because my stuff will get made, and yeah, cool. Oh my gosh, I have so many ridiculously stupid ideas, and some of them might be awesome. I have awesome ideas for returns to places. Why are lightning greaves still worth so much money? eh. That was probably one of my favorite conversations that we had. Just getting to hang out and chat. I don't know if we were supposed to be chatting for so long. uh, da. I was like, maybe we should play some Magic. I got 4 games of Magic in. I'm actually proud of myself. There was one Magic on. I played no Magic. I was very unimpressed. It was pretty silly. We were we were talking about making John Wick sets and Dino Riders. Does anybody remember Dino Riders? It would be an awesome set. Dino Riders with if we went back to like Korea or Ixalan. Zoids. Gundam would be pretty badass. Do like a small little set. Street Shanks! I used to watch so many weird cartoons. I want a Samurai Pizza Cats. They make a Ninja Turtle. Oh my gosh! For the cat, because there's a cat secret lair super drop coming out next year. It's all cats things. They should definitely make a Samurai Pizza Cats secret lair. I would be so happy. I get new samurais that are cats. No, I don't. We did. I'm glad that they did do that. See, that's why we should work for Wizards. We know what's going on. We know what people want. Uh-oh, the robot litter box is doing things back there. It's making sounds. Is it doing things? That's an interesting idea. See, I don't know if I would be good at making, like, rules. Like, coming up with ideas for what cards do. At least from, is it top down or bottom up? I don't remember. It's whenever you have all the story and the characters, then you build off of them instead of building the story and then building to the cards. Like, I could do that all day long with, like, every property that exists. I kind of wish that they were doing DC instead of Marvel, even though I would take both of them gladly, because, like, when HeroClix started doing both, I was all about that. Because then had all sorts of battles every week with all of our freaking DC guys fighting Marvel guys, and it was great. See, Kicker is a fantastic mechanic, and I think that would be a way to keep that under control. And it would be cool. I like things that give me modular abilities that let me do other things. Like, I can use it and get a benefit from it. Oh, apparently I just listened to that whole CD. It's like a Pentavis. Actually, I thought that was Kev Walker art at first, but it's so weird. Like, so many people's art styles. Like, sometimes you can just see a card and be like, "Ooh, I know that." into this. Ugh. I was playing Tom last night, and his Sabsuna deck made me unhappy. I was like, I do not like this. He started taking my counters off of my things and putting them on his things, and then I was just making me angrier. It was more making me angry that I couldn't get away to get rid of. Oh, he was using Riku from Final Fantasy VIII and taking my. I know, fucking dumb. Riku lets you take a counter off of things and put it anywhere else you want. I have not noticed that, actually. I wonder if when I run into them, I'm sure I'll run into some more. I think this whole entire stack is all artifacts. It's terrible that I can just I see cards and I'm like, oh, this was from Dark Steel. Was it Mirrodin? No, Dark Steel and Fifth Dawn. Oh, that was Mirrodin. Solarian? Nope, you were also Fifth Dawn. Oh yeah. Those are definitely very different. The, slightly darker. Like Sundering Titan, and then like the Fifth Dawn frame is slightly darker. I hate my brain that I can just see the corners of cards, I see the corner of the artwork, and what the card is, and I know what set it's from. Thanks, Tylenol! That's so silly. Like, it stinks. I'm terrible with, like, real life. I will never be able to have, like, a smart person job. I don't know, having being on the spectrum and then also being bipolar at the same time is like having a superpower of some sort. I don't know. It's like my brain is just going super, super fast. Yeah, I hate it. That's one of the reasons why I wish they would go back to just brown. Like, it makes me angry because with colored artifacts, too, like, they look very, very similar to. It's just. I don't know what the thought was behind changing it. Maybe they didn't want people to think it was a color. Yeah, I feel like it framed the art better. Like, this would pop more with the colors if the colors weren't also very similar to the white border around it. I don't know. What can we do? Get me installed in Wizards so I can fix these problems? They would throw me out so fast. They would be like, no. Your ideas are asinine. You're out of here. What do you mean? Yeah, see, that wouldn't be bad. I kind of wish they would just kind of get rid of the. Just kind of do the extended art on almost everything and just do the color on the bar and the color on the bar around the text box and then do extended arts. That's just because I absolutely love magic art and I just want to see more of it. It's like the cards are all in full screen and I want widescreen because that's the proper way to watch a movie. Oh my gosh. I've never had the most ridiculous conversation with my parents like 20 years ago. I was arguing with them about widescreen movies for the proper way that a movie was supposed to be, and the part of the movie was being cut off, and that full screen a lot of times panned in and cuts off giant chunks of what's going on around the movie, what you're supposed to see. They would not believe. They were like, "No, you see more when the screen is full." I'm like, "That's not how that works." And then 20 years later, I see the things that they've decided, and sometimes I'm like, widescreen is how things are. Oh my gosh, I tried to explain it, and then one time I was like showing them that what was missing off of the movie. Like I put it in full screen, and then I went and put the widescreen side on, and then showed them. I was like, "See, this is what's missing." This whole entire conversation right here is how I feel all the time now. Azorius Lager, why do you have to be in different... I've only been printed 3 times. So I have a deck that is all 69-cent cards. I need to actually go and update it, because I think there's things that went up in price. There's actually a lot of good stuff at 69 cents. It's just a lot of work to keep up with. uh, Especially since it's just a silly deck for myself. It just makes me laugh, because I am a child. It's weird, some signets are worth like 2 or 3. It probably is in the asbestos. They're like, our kids didn't have it hard enough. Let's make their lives more difficult now. Let's ruin their healthcare systems and things. Okay, we will go into real things. Scrounger, you're a weird word. You had more letters in you than I thought. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Sears sundials. Yeah, something went wrong at some point. I don't know. Some of the things I see going on outside here, like, I haven't been outside in a couple of days because I can't stand it. Just been applying for jobs and hanging out, finishing household chores, and getting sick for like 2.5 days, which was fabulous. God damn you, Twitch ads. That was even after turning them down. I think they're only at like the 2-minute and 30-second ones now. That's my paycheck. There's like no jobs around here. I was telling the other day on my stream, I was talking about they had a Puerto Rican restaurant over here, and I was like, "Oh, my people!" I was like, "They'll hire me for this delivery person job." I've done DoorDashes for them, so they must have been getting rid of their DoorDash thing and just having a person who just does it. And I went in because it was an open interview thing, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm here for the. My name is Riley. I'm here for the job position," and they were like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." I was like, "This is the best interview I've ever had. I didn't have to wait for an answer." This person saw me and said, "I don't like you." uh, it's just like, I was like, "Oh, thank you very much, Ryan." It's like all job interviews should be like that. I feel like that's why waste anybody's time is what I was like. We don't have to bullshit each other. The terrible thing is I can't, man, I can't interview worth crap. I don't have a sensor in my brain that doesn't. It just I just say whatever my brain says is thinking. I hate it sometimes. I'm like, oh no. I was like, must reel self in. Sometimes how there's like, you need to behave. It's draining and it's disappointing a lot of times, and especially if you think you did a good job and then you don't know what went wrong. Because a lot of times, I don't know, you're both just bullshitting each other, basically. And trying to outsmart the other one. That's what I feel like. I know that's not what's happening during interviews, but it kind of feels like it. Like, you're like, what does this person want to hear? So you're trying to gauge how this person's personality is, and I don't know. I overthink a lot of things, like insanely. I don't mean to. Uh, Caldara is so cool. I love when Magic does things like they had all three of these equipments, but then later on, like a decade later, we get Caldara completed. I love when the game tells a story with the cards. Yeah, like when I worked at Walmart, I used to hate it because needed to have a manager and they needed to have like a regular employee in there for the interviews, and our personnel managers and some of the management were very racist and very like like my job was just basically to be go take them on a walk when made a decision. So I was in there. Occasionally, I got to ask questions because if they were coming to work in my area or whatnot. So then I would take them on a walk of the store while they would go do that. But like I would hear the things afterwards, and I was just like, "What is your like?" I don't know. Weirdly enough, even though the military is kind of racist, um, like the growing up in the military, like for the most part, I never really experienced racism. Like everybody was like we had such a mixture of people in our schools and our classes and stuff because you have people from all these different economic groups joining the military. So we have like just it was a variety of people, and like then we left the military, and I did not realize how many terrible things were going on in the world. And how shielded I was, even though I was being groomed to be more fodder, I guess. I don't know. G.I. Joe. I don't know. And this area is very racist. And it goes both ways, unfortunately. Like, we have a very large Puerto Rican population. So, like, being Puerto Rican, like, a lot of, like, local businesses and things, like, we have a lot of bad people and a lot of people who will not hire people of color. And they see, like, my last name. Like, I can get away without being Puerto Rican most of the time, but like I just read glass of the old back and it still came up. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing is it's not everywhere. It's just like my town, unfortunately, because of so much of my family is there. Like, there's just, and at least I know the people to avoid because they got stickers on their cars and signs in their yards and flags waving and like. But then it makes me so sad when I realize it's my family's house. I'm like, is that the person who just said that they loved me? Huh. Booby trap. I don't even know what is going on in this booby trap. It looks like it's like some kind of mechanical, like, bomb inside of a tree. Oh, I see. There's a bunch of wires hooked all over the place, attached in between all the brambles and things. I understand, Doug. There's this dude down, and I hate it because he's like, there's only like two ways to get out of this goddamn place. So you gotta go over this bridge over here. Well, I guess you go those ways, or you could go those two ways. So I guess there's like four ways to get out of here. Out of Dunkirk. uh, and this dude, like, it's right before the bridge, before you get on 90, and he changes out his signs constantly, and it's just all the crazy stuff that you see, like, on, like, the big headlines to rope in the peoples, and I'm just like, is this guy insane? Like, I just want to vandalize your house. Old me would have destroyed you. I miss punk rock me sometimes. before before I decided to be a little bit better. I'm still in there. She comes out every once in a while when she has to defend somebody, or she has to teach a life lesson, as I like to say. I am all about teaching people life lessons sometimes. I really want to go see Thrice, goddammit. Tom, I was really hoping you would come on here so I could be like, Tom, we're going to see Thrice. I was in a mosh pit during a Thrice concert and got spin kicked in the middle of this circle pit, and this kid, like, ninja flipped, and, well, we were all running in a circle and smashing into each other, and he ripped my whole entire pant leg right off from the knee down, and just ripped my pant leg right off. And they weren't old pants. It was like, what the hell just happened? I took the pant leg with me. I had a big giant bruise over top of my knee. I was like, what the hell? I was like, that was the most awesome thing that ever happened. I've been in some cool mosh pits. Oh my god. One of the coolest mosh pits I was ever in was during Gallows. And my dumbass, I had just had back surgery like 6 months in, and I was like, I'm on pain medication. But my, like, mouth dries out really, really fast on pain medication. And then I was like, you know what? I'm never going to get to do this again. I'm going to go in this circle pit. Yeah, basically, I had one jean short on one side. It's like, and they were these cool pinstripe pants. And then My Chemical Romance was after that. It was magnificent. I was at the town ballroom. So it was, I don't know if you've been to the town ballroom, but it's like a lower level circle, and then upper circle, and then an upper circle, so everybody can see the stage, and the stage is like right there in front of the other circle, or the bottom circle. But Gallows, the lead singer, was in the middle of the circle pit with his microphone stand and just singing into our giant circular pit of punching and smashing, and he was smashing into us while singing the song, and it was magnificent. But my mouth completely dried out while I was doing this, and yeah, I like was trying to like talk to the bartender to get a water. Back in the day, bartenders would give you water for free if you were about to pass out. Vegas, they do not. I was, I almost went down, and they didn't. They would. I had to like go. I was like like trying to find money in my purse. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna pass out. Being old is dumb. The silly thing about getting old is you don't feel any older. You still have the mindset of your younger self, but you you do dumb things. Like I climbed up on this dining room table earlier, and I was like, "Oh my god, my knees!" I was like, "Ah." I know what I won't be doing anymore on my knees. I am old. uh, I think I am funny. I laugh at it on my own. I never actually planned on making it out of my 20s. And then I didn't plan on making it out of my 30s. And I don't know what happened. Somehow I got here. Like, I know what I did. I played a lot of Magic. I bought a lot of I opened a lot of Magic packs. Like, I'm sitting here, like, going through these cards, and I was like, if I opened one rare card in every pack, and then, like, in 1 in 4 packs, maybe I opened 2 rare cards if I got a foil rare card. And then collector's packs, I probably got 5 or rare cards in. So, how many packs of Magic cards did I open in 30 years? At some point, I'm going to do the math, and then probably cry, and then... like, after I enter it all into Moxfield, I'll just be like, yep. But you know what? I have loved it. I don't know. I think without Magic, I would not have math skills. I would not have strategy skills. I would not have reading comprehension skills. Between comic books and my hobbies and things that interested me, like those things are what taught me, which is silly. I like to think that it was worth it because, you know what? I don't know. So often, I feel like people think being an adult, you have to do certain things, and they, I don't know, like, sometimes my partner's family, like, when I listen to conversations and they're just talking about that they got new plumbing, and that's, like, the most exciting thing that they've got going on. They're telling you about the contractor and how much they paid, and I'm just like... like, I feel parts of the inside of my body dying. Mostly it's parts of my brain. That's what I used to like to tell my parents. I was like, I could have been an alcoholic. I could have been a drug addict. I was like, there's a lot of terrible things I could have been doing. Instead, I hobbied myself away so that I didn't have to see what was going on in the world. So I could try to rein myself in and have some kind of happiness. I don't know. I love my hobbies, and like they've brought wonderful people like Arizona and you and Tom and people into my life. So like, even if I don't get to do anything else magic related, like I would still have made all these friends and people that I would get to see at Magic Cons and things. So I don't know. I don't want to be a content creator who forgets their friends and the people that they met along the way, because it happens. I've had it happen many a times, and it kind of bums me out. Because there kind of are tiers, unfortunately. I don't want to say that there are, but you see it. And I don't want to not. I don't want to fakely be people. Yeah, like the friends are the best part, and I don't want to have fake friendships. Like, I don't want to use anybody to better myself, I guess. So I always worry when I invite bigger name people onto my channel. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm using them, because that's not what I just. Sometimes I just really want to play with that person, or I'd want to be their friend. Like, how do I become friends with this person? I just want to because they're so cool. I did not know that Thrice put out. Thrice did an Elemental album. There were 4 albums for each of the elements, which I think I'm going to do something with Avatar and that. I just got to figure out how to do it without getting myself in trouble. Such a weird. It, Thrice got weird, and I love every second of it. Like, musically, you can see their change from this weird screamo emo outfit to this weird political trippy ass band. And I love every freaking second of it. It makes me happy. I like it when like bands try something new. Like, makes me happy. Cage Sun is pretty cool. Oh, Pristine Talisman. You're not nearly. Even though Pristine Talisman, in certain decks, has made so many problems for me. Just like it's a life gain. I forgot who I was playing against, but I was just getting so annoyed because it was like triggering all their creatures. I was like, it's like I can't destroy it. It's like there's more important things I need to do with these spells. It's like somebody else destroy that. It wasn't causing everybody else more problems. I was worried about what the consequences of the problems were, that I wasn't going to be able to deal with them if it was just me and that other person. There's so much strategy that goes into Magic. Like, I don't think people realize that. Some people. Like, the whole entire time, I'm, like, registering everything that is going on. And then what I need to do to interact with those things and what are the problems I'm going to have later on, and like I'm just constantly like I usually already know what I'm doing before my turn comes around, and the only thing that changes is if somebody does something different than what I think they're going to do. But most of the time I see the lines and see the things that people are trying to do. I don't know. I love Magic so much. I think that's it keeps my brain occupied, and like you can see how manic I am right now. That's my wonderful bipolarness, where I just keep talking. That my brain doesn't know when to stop talking. It's just word vomit, basically. My brain just is constantly always just saying the words. That's the thing, is Magic is so many different things. It's the art, it's a game, and it's an ever-evolving game, so you're not just constant. It's not like chess, where I'm really good at chess. Like anything that I have to think ahead, I'm dangerous at. Risk, Stratego, Warhammer, HeroClix. Uh, yeah, like the thing is like there's so much more to do. Like right now, like all the complaining that's going on, I just kind of been trying to stay away. Like I was sick for like the last 2 days, and I was like I didn't have a lot to do. And I was like on the internet, and I'm just like, what are you all complaining about right now? It's like, and then everybody being, you could tell the fear of the content creators that they were worried that they may have said something that could get them not getting their free stuff is what I feel what most of the people in the questionnaire survey. uh, I'm just like, you guys, that was your opinion. Give your opinion. I was like, if you take it back, that's just ridiculous. And like, I don't know. Was I happy with the way that the set was handled? No. Oh my gosh, it was everybody was just. I was like, I can't do that, guys. There's more important things going on in the world right now. Like, not only am I sick, but like, I don't like. I was like, we're allowed to have opinions, and not only that, there's people Wizards works with that have given opinions that, like, the professor and stuff. He still works with Wizards all the time. You're allowed to give your opinion, but I think a lot of us are like, we're these small creators. We don't want to lose our whatever we might get later on. I don't know. Ugh. That's my opinion on it. I just stay out of it because I don't care. I am here to play my game with my friends, and if I get cool stuff and get to promote it and be part of it, amazing. Yeah, like there are actually important things going on that like it will interfere with your gameplay and not in a good way. uh, I don't like having a go bag. That's not something I ever thought I would have to say. I'm not a secret agent. What is I wish I was a secret agent. Uh, Ryan, I think I'm fun. This guy's got all sorts of. He's got tentacles coming out his butt. I've painted this guy before because I was very excited about the tentacles coming out of his butt last time, but I forgot about them. And I'm like, which bag? Yeah. You would be correct. I have a uh, winding radio that has a compass and everything in it. Butt tentacles are the best thing in, like, there's some of my favorite things in Warhammer. Butt tentacles. I am also a big fan of the Slanesh high heels on Space Marines. I feel like I would not want to be a Death Guard person in the actual Warhammer universe. I would probably be Slanesh. I'm used to being in pain every second. Is it great? No. It's not as cool as Warhammer makes it seem. Uh, yeah, they're on the Flawless Blades. They have these big ass stilettos on the back of their heels. They like stand like a foot taller than normal Space Marines. So they're taller than Terminators too, actually. Probably because of the heels, actually. Yeah, I don't think so. You gotta be. You're just kind of choosing, and you're like, well, what is the least worst thing that can be going on? What is the least terrible army that I could become part of here? I feel like the Imperium, like being just a normal baseline human, would be horrible. Like you get drafted into the Imperium, you're just getting shipped. Even if you survive these ridiculous battles, like some people do, like you get shipped all to these other planets, to these other battlefields. Like, no. Not to mention like space travel, the warp. Like Warhammer is like a very horror-y world. That's like my favorite thing about the Death Guard, though, is they're like a zombie horror army, basically. Zombie Space Marines. Mutiny, oozy, little slime men. Slimy guys. Yeah, it's not for me. But then even being a Space Marine would be horrible. Like, they're just indoctrined and, like, they sit and get brainwashed, basically. They go into rages, seeing Xenos, like, like, yeah. There's nothing good going on, and like, I've been playing Rogue Trader for like 90 something hours, and like, it's interesting to see like parts of the Warhammer universe you don't normally see in video games because most of the time it's just blowing up and shooting stuff. But like there's horrible things just going on all the time, especially in the Imperium. Like Imperium's terrible. Ugh. And like as my rogue trader character, I like to play my role playing games how I would be in that world, like the person I would want to be. So my rogue trader is pretty good to her people, and I usually am pretty. I try to give people a better life than they would normally have in the Warhammer universe. Like where normally they would just execute everybody, I will give people second chances if they do things and try to redeem themselves. Sometimes does it work against me? Yes. Sometimes I have made a bad decision. Sometimes those people were just playing me and then they try to kill me. Damn RPGs. Like the real world is terrible. It's like I've been playing Disco uh, Elysium. This RPG detective game, and it is a little too close to things going on in the real world right now that I was like, I don't think I can play this right now. And it's getting too deep into a lot of political things and race stuff, and I'm just like, I don't think I could do this right now. It's like, it's a really good game. It just, like, I love my RPGs, and I love weird detective things where I have to figure things out. But, yeah, it's like, this is... I like to escape from the world that I live in. That is why I have so many hobbies. I literally have to keep my brain going with other things all the time. I started playing Silent Hill. Uh, I haven't watched a single horror movie this October, and I am super bummed about it. I love my horror movies. It makes me, yeah, escapism is how I survive. It's how I forget that everything is awful. Or I come and find my friends and I talk to them. I was actually going to ask you and Red how you were doing. I'll try to keep in touch with everybody at least once a week. Even if it's just, hey, what's up? That way people know that I'm thinking about them. Sometimes that makes people feel better. I don't know, at least that's what I think, so I think that other people occasionally think that. And I wonder if Tom is free on that day. We have our charity stream on the 8th and the 9th for Megan Infinitoken. Glad you're doing well. I really want to see Sinners. Ugh. I should just go and get HBO. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't watched Peacemaker yet, and I haven't watched Penguin yet, so there's a couple things I need to watch that are on there. I just have the problem that I forget to turn off my services after I finished watching everything I want to watch. And then it's just on, and I'm like I don't watch a whole lot. I only watch good things. Oh, awesome! That is super awesome. I was gonna ask Misha. I was gonna be like, "Hey, I didn't fill out the form." It's not like I know most of the people who started it, or some of the people that started it, because there's a whole bunch of people. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them. Because otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing until freaking Vegas. Like, I don't have anything planned. I never know what's going on. I feel like most content creators sometimes like to keep everything close at hand, so there's less people applying. Sometimes I feel that's like I try to retweet things when I see things, and like, that's the other nice thing about this rusty bronze color is that it kind of works with the flesh color. Like once it goes around it, encompasses it, you don't notice the black behind the fleshy color. I'm excited to try this vein technique, but I think I'm gonna try it on. I have this test space marine, I like to call him. He just gets all sorts of weird colors. Are they? I should check out and see. I was interested. I don't. That's the thing is like, I wish the West Coast wasn't so far away. Ugh. I wish everything like the country is humongous. It's ridiculous how big the country is. Baffles me sometimes. I've driven across the country too many times, and I don't like it. Oh my god, I remember driving from here to California with my parents, and it took us like 5 days. Like, we would drive from like 6 o'clock to like 5 o'clock, and then my dad wanted to. My dad was the only one who drove, so I wasn't old enough. Dowsing dagger? What the hell? Why are you $7.99? Ugh. I don't know. Breaking up the trip to Atlanta was a good idea on our part because I don't think I would have. I wasn't in as bad of shape as I normally am from long travel. Even though the hotel that we stopped in, I mean, it was nicer than one of the hotel in Rochester. That one was scary and terrifying. uh, but this one had roaches. I was not impressed. I had never actually seen a roach in person. And I was like, ah. It really is. Like, it ends up being like 14 and a half hours with stops. Unless you go to Buc-ee's, which becomes an hour extra. We probably would have made it further the first night when we had left the con if we would have actually, like, not stopped at Buc-ee's for an hour. But I was too mystified by all the sights and sounds. I don't know. I have a problem that I take in too much information sometimes. That I have to take in all the information that's going on. This wall of comic books is a terrible idea. I keep looking at it and I'm like, this is very unsafe. I made Barbie a hole so she could go in. Because usually she jumps across the table. Oh my god, Buc-ee's was the most amazing thing I've ever. I bought so many sandwiches. I was thinking I was much hungrier than I was. But then I took it all home and then I just put it in the air fryer and it was magnificent again. I got like this 5-pound 3-meat sandwich that I think that was the longest time I didn't talk the whole entire weekend. Like, Tom didn't have anybody to talk to for like an hour because I was just making love to that sandwich with my mouth. I was like, I have nothing to say right now besides that I love this sandwich. And then we drove past the second Buc-ee's, and I was like, I still have all these sandwiches. I did. I still have some. I bought a whole bunch of hot sauces. I spent more money at Buc-ee's than I did at Magic. So stupid. I bought a Buc-ee's t-shirt, because I'm a Buc-ee's girl now. That's right, Buc-ee's. Do you need a Magic the Gathering content creator that's also in love with Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's! I bought this giant Buc-ee's water jug because it says silly things. It says 8 a.m. You're better than this. 11 a.m. Make the beaver a believer. 2 p.m. More brisket, more water. 5 p.m. You can hold it. 8 p.m. Potty like a rock star. Buc-ee's. I only want sponsorships to things that I love. Quiver Time, Buc-ee's, Mountain Dew, Taco Bell. All the things that make me me. We were saying, Tom was like, we should just have a Magic Con or after party at Buc-ee's afterwards. It's like an hour out. I wouldn't mind sheets. What, the sheets? That would be my phrase. I also love sheets. On the next day, after we went to Buc-ee's, we stopped at Sheets, and I bought $40 in gas station food. Like ridiculous cheese logs and tacos, and once again, much hungrier with eyes than with stomach. And I came home with a. Even though I did. Yeah, I did finish most of that before I got home. Damn sheets. Man, Sheets is great. And they have lots of cool deals all the time. I get free sandwiches and things sometimes because I buy way too much food. I have a problem that a lot of times, like if I go to Taco Bell, I buy like $30 in Taco Bell because I just don't go there very often. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm going to be back. I better buy everything that's here. Why did I buy everything that was here? Because I didn't think I was going to be back. Luckily, most of the time I get more meals out of it, I guess. Angel Heart Vial. It's interesting. Part of me just wants the charge counters for something. I don't know what. Oh man, we might finish this. I was kind of hoping to finish this box this week. That is my problem. We were at Rochester at Commander Sealed. Like, I hadn't been to Taco Bell in forever, and there's a Taco Bell right there. So at the exit, so I had Tom, like, everybody was like, hey, let's go to Taco Bell. But we didn't realize that they were just ordering Taco Bell and having it door dashed. So me and Tom ordered our Taco Bell to go pick it up. I was like, well, now if we leave, I don't want to go all the way back to the other hotel that we're not actually even in. I was like, I want to eat my food. And then I I ordered two of the same order and ordered like $50 in Taco Bell. And then I ate Taco Bell for like 5 days. To tell you the truth, I don't know how I'm still alive, right? Actually, I think it's just because I just do all the most unhealthy things that you possibly could do, and it's just made me invincible at this point in time. I'm like a death guard. Like, I've got all these plagues and terrible things going on. Like, I collect diseases like they're Pokemon. Like, I don't know. Hall of Triumph. Oh, that's a legendary artifact. Taco Bell is never a good decision, but it's so yummy and it's so easy. Like, I would prefer like real Mexican food, but like, oh, Taco Bell. I've definitely paid for having Taco Bell. Like I get heartburn really bad now, so like I have to be like, when everybody wanted to go and eat meat at 11:30 at night, a buffet of endless meats, I'm like, no. I was like, I'm 40 years old. I can't do that. All the Prilosec in the world is not going to help me. Not to mention, freaking be at my feature creator slot with the meat sweats. Oh my god, that would have been terrible. Milliken. Yeah, Heather went to go get her hair done, so it's like, I'll move my stream to a little bit later so I can actually see her for a little while, because she is always doing something, it seems. If I don't have to go outside and do things, no, I don't do things. If I go do things, I'm gonna go spend money. If I go... I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Hero's Blade, I know you're not a rare card, but I love you. Hero's Blade has done stupid things. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It definitely made my afternoon better having somebody to chit chat with. Because now I'm just going to talk about cards and about random things that go on in my life. I like to think that being real and being silly is the way to be. I hope you have a good rest of your day and have a good weekend if I don't see you. I'll probably see you on the intermicwebs and messages and whatnot, but if I don't see you besides that, you take care of yourself, take care of your family, be safe, be careful. I don't know all what's going on. I've kind of just stayed away from the world today. I remember this card. Oh my gosh. It's such a silly stacks piece, even though there's ways to use humility and make everything in 1/1s, and then just lock everything down. You take care of yourself. Love ya. You take care. I'll hopefully get some more painting done here at some point. I still paint even when I'm not on stream, so I secretly get more things done. I only have, well, that's not true. I was gonna say I only have my Krieg and my Death Guard out, but I have so many guys out still. I think I'm gonna go grab a meat stick. Put some meat in my mouth. Uh-oh, where did that go? Juggernaut. I was so excited. Oh, that's a different. Oh, Dominaria remastered. No, was that remastered? No, that's just Dominaria. It's normal Dominaria. Why you're in here? I don't know. You're still a 49-cent foil. It was just silly. I don't think I've killed anybody in Commander with a Juggernaut before. That sounds fun. That sounds like something I should do to somebody. That's the best thing about Magic, is as long as I get to do the thing I want to do, I win. Most of the time I have some kind of goal with my deck. I mean, winning is great. I'm going to pause this.
did I get caught on this time? Sorry about that. I had a phone call that I did have to take. I've been waiting for a doctor to call me back. Because the American healthcare system is amazing. My doctor is great. My primary doctor. Wish I could say that I'm not infuriated right now. What am I spelling? Oh, that's an M. Players can't untap more than one artifact during their untap steps. I mean, that's bad for... I mean, Mirrodin had just happened at that point in time when this set came out. So I get that. I imagine that was probably in response to a lot of decks. There's a lot of affinity decks running around and modular decks during standard during that time period. I really liked these ones. They're really cool with the sketches. Pretty cool. Man, I have so many Wayfarer baubles. I have so many baubles. Too many baubles, even. Who has all the baubles? I got all the freaking baubles. I got baubles here and baubles there. I got baubles every freaking where. Is there a new Capenna? I think. Oh. That's New Capenna. That's coming in, or Baldur's Gate. I really wish Spider-Man would have had Commander decks. Oh, I really wish Avatar had Commander decks. Interested to see what this new Commander bundle is. I think it comes with something. I think it comes with a soul ring, I know that. I hope it comes with a soul ring. Need all the soul rings. Is that Baldur's Gate? Yeah. It's pretty sure. Oh my god, this is like a Wayfarer's bauble of every sort? I hate this. It's too many boobles. That was a dual deck of some sort. Oh, Venser versus Koth. Koth is still around. Venser, not so much so. Man, I don't know what I'm doing with all these comic books. I got a bonfire? Kill Kit Demir's signet. It's funny, some of the signets and things are still worth money. But it's probably because so many people make so many magic decks. Retro artifact number 53. Foily, foily, foily. I don't know why. I feel like I used these cards in something, or I was going to. Or maybe I took them out of something. I don't remember. I don't know how they got in the rare cards. Yeah, that's $1.49. That's worth more than a lot of rare cards. Okay, I need to get a new stack. We did it. We finished a stack. Woo! I should drink some more water. I don't know why these cards are separated. And it kind of worries me. There must be a reason that I did this. And it kind of, I don't know. Huh. It's a lot of weird stuff. Doesn't look like there's any kind of order to it. That sounds like everything in my life. Everything in my life. Do 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 do. Luxodon Warhammer, you're still worth a whole bunch of money. Like $2. She's pretty great. These guys are pretty silly. At the beginning of each player's end step, guard deals honor guard deals 4 damage to that player unless he or she controls a commander. It's a good way just to do damage every turn. And then people have to play their commanders, or want to play their commanders, so they're not taking 4 damage. Kinda like that. We just listened to a whole entire other album. Burp. Popular liked albums. Part of me kind of wants to listen to this revisit of The Artist in the Ambulance, and we're going to. I don't know what that means. The door! You're at the top of the world. Let's find here at the top of the world. They build our own. Typing. I haven't heard this album in a long time. Man, I would really like to finish this box this week. Being sick for like 2 days, not doing well at all, was not great. Volcanic Fallout. It actually has been reprinted a couple of times. It's interesting. I mean, it's good for low and stuff up. Little things. For cheap. Can't be countered, which is pretty cool. Okay, what were we doing? Conspiracy. I forgot how much I love this album. God damn it. So good. But it makes me feisty though. Makes me angry. Everything makes me angry. What am I talking about? I love everything. What am I talking about? I love certain things. Just burn. Man, this album had just come out when I saw them in concert, and ugh. That was where I lost my pant leg. That's sunrise in this killing moon to this dying or burning sky. Yeah. I need to get all my conspiracy cards together for my cube. Not a using ideas from Alan's cube from Mental Misplay because I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna do my own version of it though. Watch the witches burn. Watch the witches burn. That's probably what's coming. They're so good at playing. They put on such an amazing live show. Hey, Thrice, you want to send me some tickets so I can come and see you? I gotta drive like 3 hours to come and see you if I go and see you, and probably not the good parts of Cleveland. Be great. You get on that, Thrice. Do you play Magic? Anybody from Thrice? Okay. Are you gonna play Magic with me? Sorry, I've gotten getting too much into the music. Hey, I really wish I could get Battlefield 6. I'm so good at Battlefield. I like my first-person shooters sometimes. Battlefield is different, though. Most of the people who are playing Battlefield actually do what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not just people who think sitting in the same spot farming kills is impressive. I don't know. I'm so feisty. Warstorm Surge. So many Warstorm Surges. How many Warstorm Surges is too many? I don't know. It has all of them. Apparently. Apparently all different printings do just to make things even more exciting. More typing. Ugh. Let's see if anything here is the same, so I don't have to retype things. That's interesting. I wish they would let us play with the Exile Zone more. I mean, that's a whole entire area that can be played with. That lightning bolt is freaking amazing in this foiling. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. $6.49. That's stupid. That's gosh darn stupid. Maybe I should not listen to this album. I was an angry little child. I'm still an angry little child. Deep down inside, I am an angry little cunt. Sometimes. Words. Magic, I love you. You're so great. I bought a box of New Capenna collector's boosters. I feel like that was something that happened. Everything is just merged together to a big long magic story. I don't know what's going on in my life. The last 3 years have been a blur. Blur of weird things, terrible things, cool things, awesome things, sad things, gross things. I have one episode of Alien Earth left. Ugh. I love aliens. They make me happy. I needed a weird sci-fi show to watch. And that is my favorite killing machines makes me happy. Inferno Project. 52. I will say, my primary doctor is awesome. Shout out. Like, she didn't have to call me back. I would not normally expect my doctors to ever respond to me, let alone give 8 different facts about me. I think I could be a doctor now, though. I could just go on my phone and ask the AI to tell me what's going on. Maybe I just become an underground doctor. Is that a thing? I've got a phone. Just giving people. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. That's all stupid things. I'm just joking. Jokes. Everything's a joke. You can now say whatever you want, according to the television this morning told me I could do. So this is the most freedom I've ever had. I forgot about this song. That sound makes me sleepy. Now I'm due for a miracle. I'm waiting for a sign. I don't know how many seconds I'm allowed to sing before I get in trouble. I don't sing well enough that it probably sounds like a song. Like this weird synthesizer sound. Something that makes me happy about it. That's a weird, interesting card. In this world, I am due for a miracle. I'm waiting for a sign. straight into the sun. I will close my eyes. I love Stormkiln. Stormkiln is always does cool things and scares everybody. I think I'm going to abuse him. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe. Straight into the sun. I will close my eyes. Due for a miracle. Waiting for a sign. Step straight into the sun. I will close my eyes. Don't suggest that. This is not a good idea. Do not stare straight into the sun. I don't know why I just suddenly became a Muppet. I wish I was a Muppet. It would be such a good Muppet. Man, I'm supposed to go to a Halloween party tomorrow, but I don't think we're going, and that makes me sad. He has a tentacle coming out of his eyeball. I don't think I had any guys with this head. That's fun. I think I've got paint on almost everybody. I made a tongue coming out of this guy's gun. The singer, Dustin here from Thrice, did a solo album that I enjoyed too. It was very country. Also very much love Murder by Death, which is very country. I got very excited as Heather thought the Creature feature was coming to Buffalo for a Halloween party. I was very excited. Creature feature is good times. They're fun. I was thinking about my favorite movies. I was looking at my movie collection upstairs because, yeah, I collected movies and watched thousands of movies. I know what I've done with my life. I am the most awesome nerd that exists. That is what I have done with my life, god damn it. I am freaking amazeballs. Anyway, I don't know, I think Dark Knight might be my favorite movie. Heath Ledger's Joker is perfect. I don't know. It's what I imagine the Joker would be like in the real world. It's terrible that the Joker is probably the hero that we need. Well, that's how you know you've gone too far. That things have gotten too bad. The clown guy? Yeah, the clown guy. The crazy clown guy. That's who you think should save us? Yes. That makes sense. He knows what's going on. Has made lots of silly decisions. I saw that movie like 4 times in theaters. I saw it in the IMAX at one point. I was a big fan. I was pretty bummed about Ledger. I had just gotten my signed Joker poster from the movie. And then that happened a couple of days later. It was a bummer. I was so excited. I was happy for him. He probably would have won a whole bunch of awards. I think he did win a bunch of awards. I think he won an Oscar. I don't know. Why do I feel like that was a thing that happened? It's not something I keep. Movie stuff I used to have information about. I used to watch the Oscars and things like that, which I don't know why. I enjoy being told what I should watch and what is good and what is not. I don't. There are some things I enjoy that are just crap. I don't know what colors I'm painting these things. I'm just making this up as I'm going. Knowledge is power. You keep knowledge from people. That's how you keep power. And the terrible thing is this album was long before all the terrible things going on in the world. It was just more different terrible things. Never gets any better, it just changes. God, I love my Death Guard. I think everybody has paint on them now. Knowledge is power. No, this is tyranny. I should play some more Silent Hill. Since I haven't watched any horror movies, I guess I should do something horror-y. Horror movies are my favorite thing in the world, and it makes me sad that I am not celebrating October like I should be. As a witch and a crone, and lover of all things horror-y. There's like a thing cracking out of the top of his skull. It's just so cool. The funny thing is, all the problems and things that are being sang about here haven't gotten any better. I feel like, I don't know. Art can motivate people, it can teach people, but I think a lot of people just don't absorb it like that. I don't know. I think they would be a lot angrier if they did. What do I know? This guy's got little worms coming out of all sorts of things. The larvae, I made gold, and then they turn into the flies, and then the flies have gold wings. Forgot that I slapped gold right there. Never be afraid to turn your models around so you don't mess things up. Sometimes some angles and things just are better at different angles. Looks like he has a little Muppet coming out of his stomach, like on Total Recall. I don't think that's what's happening, but it could possibly be. Very similar. Don't want to put too much paint on those little circles. Man, I have been playing way too much Assassin's Creed Shadows. I love Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorite game series. And to find out what impossible means. Let's see if we can get in this hole. Ugh. Oh, did it? I don't know why I paint things that I don't like. I will know it's not painted, but most likely nobody's tilting this and looking in between his legs way back here to see if I painted things. Nobody's ever going to look at my models. What am I talking about? You see them here, and then probably, well, I'll probably post pictures. And then I planned on doing, like, story stuff, but we'll see. We'll see if we get that far. My stacks of shame are still pretty bad. Still have orcs. Still have all these Emperor's children up here mocking me right now, and Black Legion, and Night Lords, and Alpha Legion, and wow, I just said a bunch of words. The guys that are on this shelf up here. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. God, I love my hobbies. I made Uzis. I don't know if this is a tentacle or ooze. I used my fingerprints to make, like, the worm textures on the clay, the modeling clay. As a way to... Instead of... I didn't have my sculpting blade that I used to use. And this is, like, the first time I've done this in, like, 15 years. So... Like, I hadn't sculpted anything in a long time. So we started easy. We didn't start with anything too crazy. I was like, eh. Like, I probably would have been okay, but without the sculpting blade, I was like, eh, you don't want to get too complicated with anything that I'm building. So tentacles, ooze, slimes, and things, gunk. It's easy stuff to do. Oh, my fingers are locking up. That's awesome. Fuck. Don't get old. I say that all the time. Do not recommend. This song is this would be a sin. Early on, American. My world goes black before I nail an angel. Lift me up and I open bloodshot eyes to fluorescent light. No siren hit the lights to my door and I am gone. I forgot how much I really like this album. But also, I forgot that I have a lot of songs connected to a lot of things that I don't like to remember sometimes. That's one of the bad things about being alive for such a long time. You make a lot of mistakes. You can redeem yourself. You can try to make up for the things that you did. That's or do. Sorry. Listening to music and painting and talking all at the same time sometimes. Like, I forget that I'm doing all those at the same time. Okay, we're gonna bounce back over to Moxfield in a second, because this guy has almost got most of his bronze on him. I'm gonna have to put him in a different light. I don't have great lighting for model making or painting. Both, actually. Lights stop, so I spin the wheel. Our world goes black before I feel an angels with me on the. I don't want to get myself in trouble. So many death cards. So many death cards. Oh no, this guy doesn't have any paint. Oh, and that guy doesn't have any paint. Oh. There's three of them that don't have any bronze. At some point, I don't remember if I bought more Ruin Lord bronze. I might have. Might have been a thing they did. God, Shaggy, you're magnificent. Shaggy is magnificent. There are some things in the world I love very much. Shaggy is very close to the top of that list. He's a silly little man. It's funny because he probably hears me. He'll probably come and see me. I was singing a song about him earlier, and I came out of the room, and he was just sitting there looking at me. I was like, "You're so silly, little man. You're a silly little man." Recoup. Pete Coop. I used to know a girl named Pea Coop. That was her nickname. This is a ridiculous story of why her name was Pete Coop. When she was little, she needed to pee and poop and kept saying pee and poop, but it sounded like Pete Coop, so that's what they started calling her. This in foil is effing glorious. It makes me so happy. Some crazy ass colors. Man, we're never gonna finish this stack. I was kind of like, maybe we'll finish this before Heather gets home. Capetta. Every once in a while, new Capenna, you almost look like you're March of the Machining me. Oh, this is a list version. It's a list version from the old Mystery Boosters. I've never seen Ruck Hex Gold ever played. It's weird. It doesn't do anything really super exciting. I feel like I have 100 copies of him too. It only says 2 right now, but for some reason I feel like that will change at some point. Surge to victory. Brass's Bounty. Never actually used Brass's Bounty for anything. Okay, I am gonna stand up when the break starts. Take a slight little bathroom break. I've been on here a lot longer than I actually planned on, but I'm getting things done that I wanted to get done, so I want this done. I want to make decks. I want to play Magic again. I want to do other things. Seething Song, why are you $9? You're uncommon. Madcap Experiment. I was going to say I knew I had a couple of copies of you. God damn it, I still have 4 copies. Never going to use this for anything. Stupid. Man, I need to go watch a horror movie of some sort. It doesn't... I don't know. Something is off. There's nothing I was really excited to see besides Weapons, and I haven't seen that yet. So I don't want to pay $20 to see it. I don't want to buy it because I don't actually own it. I'm renting a license for this digital product. No, that's stupid. Something you can just take away from me whenever you feel like it. Nonsense. Man, I should give Fire Drinker Seder to other people. No, that's happening. Man, I like it when I come up with silly ideas. I need to write that down, actually. I have content to make, and I need to know things. I drink a soda. Wow, that's some terrible writing. That is not my handwriting at all. That's the fun thing about handwriting is my handwriting changes all the time. I imagine I have certain things that end up in the same. Oh, I need to. God dang it. Eidolon of the Great Revel. Two of these. It's kind of a fun card. It was really good during its time, during Standard. It was a good 2/2 drop that did extra things. Get a little bit of extra damage in. Especially if that person has all low drop things. Some mono white. Not something you want happening. Dual caster, you baffle me that you're worth money now. What is. I have so many of them. I think I just finished this album. 44 seconds until. Dwarves need better cards. Luckily, with the Hobbit set, we'll maybe get some more dwarfs that are not bad. Earthquake. And so many different printings. That one from that commander set. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a potty break. Go grab a potty break? That's weird. Weird. Boop. Here at the top of the world. My pants are falling off my butt. Oh my god, what did I just... Did this get bigger? What the hell? Weird. It's like, why does this look so much closer than it normally is? I still don't know why. Oops. Burp. Earthquake, earthquake. Siege Dragon. I had to stop and say hi to Lando. Lando was hanging out there, so I was like... Lando makes me happy. At some point, I'm going to remember the band that I want to listen to that I can't remember. I keep forgetting what I want to listen to. Stalking Vengeance. I do want to go finish Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh. I really don't know. Let's see here. What are we doing? Moxfield. We're Ancient Tread. I am excited to go back to Lorwyn. I'm excited to see a bunch of characters that we haven't seen in a long time. I get new fairies. That's what I'm very excited about with Lorwyn. Fairies, fairies, fairies. Give me all the fairies. I will take the fairies. Give me all the fairies. They are one of my favorite kindred groups. One of my favorite themes. I have... Oh, I need to write... God damn it. I'm still picking up the pieces of my week. Hadron detonators. Ah, there's the symbol that almost looks like a new Capenna symbol. This guy's actually pretty cool. He's gross. Tom would be all about that. Tom likes to do incremental damages to you without having to do anything. He likes to just hang out and draw cards and hurt you and stuff like that. He's just as timid in Magic games as in the real world. Sneak attack. Dominaria Remastered. $10. What? I'm gonna refill my binders. I'm gonna finish these things, I tell myself, but time keeps just disappearing. October? I don't know where October went. I'm still trying to figure it out. This kind of disappeared. Kind of frustrating. It's my favorite month. Leaves change. It's nice outside. People are going inside. So I don't have to see them. I like having the outside to myself. Like, they usually block off our streets and block off the lake down here, but for last year they didn't. So people were still driving down there all year. Like, normally it's blocked off for like 4 months, and it's great. You can go down there, and you don't have to worry about. You can walk down the middle of the street because they don't ever plow the sidewalks. But then people aren't allowed down there, so it's fantastic. All them people are ruining my outside time. I do need to start going for walks and stuff. I've been slacking. For some reason, I don't like this card, and I don't know what it is about it. Every time I read it, I'm just like, no. $51. Boop. Is it a foil? No, it's just a normal one. This card is actually kind of cool. I put it in my party deck, but I've never actually cast it. That's the thing. So often when we put cards in our decks and we never see them or never get to cast them, it just like sucks. Like, well, got this really cool version of this card in my deck. Maybe someday I'll see it again. $25. It's hard for me to tell if they're foils or not with the light behind me instead of in front of me. It's usually if they're in a sleeve, it's... Treasure Nabber. So many cards. I don't even know how many we're at this point in time. I try to not pay attention. I try not to pay attention. This just make my head hurt. I don't need any more reasons for it to hurt. I give myself enough reasons to make my head hurt. I love Deathgreeter's Champion. Such a cool card. Love the art on it. With casting it. Goblin Grenade. I do want to get paint on that last, or these two, well I guess there's 3 things. 2 of them are vehicles though. Don't really count that. I have so many Runaway Steam Kits. That's only the first one, okay. Blazing Sunsteel. I think that was in one of the D&D Commander decks. Yeah. I imagine we're going back. I hope Ravenloft next. I don't know. I imagine they could make another Baldur's Gate set, and it would do amazing, to tell you the truth. Now that it's a thing. Like, what am I looking for? Crosses? Battles were interesting. I think if there was more incentive to destroy it. Also, in a 20 life, 60 card format, I don't know. It's just not worth doing the damage to the person. I mean, it's really gotta be worth it. Like a win con. Creators Champion. Such cool art. Interestingly, all this Phyrexian materials are all on these planes now. So, should lead to interesting things. Imagine Niv Mizzet's up to no good. Well, Niv Mizzet is the Living Guild pack. He doesn't want to hurt Ravnica, but I imagine he wouldn't not hurt other planes to protect Ravnica. Not out of, like, being evil, but out of what he would believe is necessity. Oop. Thriller. Baldurian Thriller. Baldurian Thrillseeker is actually pretty cool. Smoldering Egg. 159. Chandra Fumarole. We'll probably be getting more giants here soon, so there's probably a bunch of Kaldheim giants that'll probably be pretty cool for Kindred. Stuff with Lorwyn coming up here soon. Probably after this, I will probably get off here for a little while. I gotta go figure out what's for dinner. Though I might just eat my lunch. I very much enjoy what I had for lunch. And I'll probably be eating it for days. After taking all those books downstairs, I was really, really warm, so I turned on the air conditioner, and now I am regretting my decision. Like, I guess I would rather be cold than be too hot, so I guess, I don't know. It's been pretty crappy. Both are pretty crappy. I'm glad that my primary doctor thinks I'm funny. Or at least she laughs at everything I say. I do say it's a pretty terrible thing. Most of the time it's just depreciating and silly jokes about terrible things. Making fun of terrible things because it's the only thing you can do. Nope, not this goblin. What about this guy? Oh, the same guy. Aha, Mr. Grenade Man. I used to use goblin grenades. I used to use 4 of them in my goblin deck. It's 1/4 a person's life for 1 mana. Special. If it was an instant, it would be magnificent. But Chandra's Fireball. I like the ones that were in the Planeswalker decks that you can actually summon any version of like Chandra or whoever the Planeswalker was. Not all of them have those. Well, there are a couple that do. Like Teferi, I think, has one. Well, this one. right here, I guess. Carol, keep discipline. Disciple. Human monks. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a Chandra Planeswalker, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's pretty good. Not terrible. Especially if you have a Chandra deck filled with Chandras doing Chandra things. And they're a 4/3 for 4. It's really not that bad. That's really weird. I don't know. I feel like that would have been a better rare version than the... But all the search cards were the rares, so... I guess. Wayward Guide Beast. Dual Caster Mage. We still have one more stack in the box, unfortunately, so... I don't think we're gonna finish the whole box. At least not today. Unless I come back later on tonight. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. This does hurt my back a lot, sitting here. Whiny old people. Double vision. I do like copying things. It's a lot of mana for an enchantment, though, that I might not get to use. Oh my gosh, that's so many cards. Moonvale Regent. Like thinking of other things. I reprinted that so early on. It's so weird having my sound on my phone. I don't usually. Because I was waiting for that phone call, I left it on. And now I'm like, I don't like this. That's why I miss things all the time, because I don't listen to my, or see my messages. And then I put things off, or I don't hear them, because I don't have the sound on. Sometimes I just sit my phone down and I walk away from it. And then everything builds up to the point where I was like, oh, now I have too many things to do and I don't want to do any of these things. It's just reminded me that my iPad got knocked over by cats last night and is laying on the floor somewhere. I saw it fall, I heard it fall, and then I forgot about it. Cats. That's what cats. They are a thing that is in my house. I love them. They're silly little people. Yes, they're not people, but they're cats. Buckies. That's right, Buckies. That's how my dog is named Bucky. So that occasionally He thinks I'm shouting his name. I know, I'm just excited about this beaver and his meats. I love your puppy dog, but beaver meats. Beaver meats. 135. Tori and Mahler are always just a problem when you're out. You're never doing anything good. You're just always causing some kind of issue. The fact that you're a changeling doesn't help anything. You go in every deck if you wanted to put them in every kindred deck. Territorial Hellkite. I'm excited that I might finish another stack, though. Take whatever I can get. Make a little bit of headway. There's just no movies I want to watch on any of the streaming services right now. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing me. Can't even think of anything that I've missed, though. And I'm not caught up. I do want to watch Peacemaker. But then that means I gotta get HBO, which means that I might forget to turn off HBO. Or I just never will turn off HBO. Oh, mana barbs. I want to bring back mana burn. I think it would fix some problems. It would make some people very angry. But Magic players are always angry, and they're always angry about silly things. That's the Magic the Gathering way, I guess. I don't know. For some reason, we can't be happy. Which I don't understand. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not super excited about something, but, like, there's usually something that I think is cool in a set. I don't know, I'm just always excited for new Magic cards. I don't really care most of the time what they are. Like, I wasn't a super giant Doctor Who fan, but I really enjoy the Doctor Who cards and the stuff I do know about Doctor Who. It's all on the cards, and it's awesome. It tells a story. I like cards that tell a story. I say that a lot. Goblin caves. That's a lot of goblin caves. I have so many goblin caves. Stupid. I think these are from my dark collection. I might have just got lost. That's probably how they survived and got here. They're not good cards. Glyph of Destruction. Legends. Oh. Destruction. My 35-cent Legends card. So cool. The art on this in foil is really cool. I love Magic art. That's the one thing, I get to go through my cards, and I'm accomplishing a task, but at the same time enjoying looking at my cards and getting ideas for decks and things. It's like, I'm always looking for things to add to decks and take out of decks and make new decks. Oops. One of my favorite cards. So silly. It's only 35 cents? It flips over and it gets prowess prowess. I like it when things are double. I like it when things are triple. I one time had Narset out with that out and had triple prowess. It was awesome. Triple prowess. So much prowess. Oh, Furnace Dragon. Wow, he just kills all the artifacts. Oh my god, what is happening here? Furnace. Get there. Furnace. Oh my gosh, where should we go? Oh my god, this is really far down. Why didn't we just write the rest of the word? Just making this difficult for no reason. Oh my god, that's a lot of Furnace Dragon. Lava Ball Trap. Lava Ball Trap. Oops. Gosh darn it. I was doing so well looking behind the next card, so I didn't have to do that. I was doing so well. Through the breach. It's a pretty cool card. It's got Nahiri in the very bottom of it. This artwork does from Ultimate Masters. She's like way down here with her little sword, bringing Emrakul through. I don't know. Personally, I'm like, you know what, Soren, you douchebag. You whiny little emo vampire. She thought you betrayed her. And you know what? She said, I am gonna wreck your world. And then she did. She broke your castle. That is a lot of Thunderbreak regions. That's an insane amount of Thunderbreak regions. Because, you know, they were really good before they reprinted them. They were actually worth a decent amount of money. Oops, 159. Looking for Bandit. Okay, I think we can finish this before the ads start. Maybe. We'll see. I know I have more. We might have. Oh, no, we haven't found them yet. That's the problem. Is sometimes I'm like, do I have another copy of this? Did we already enter this in? I'm like, maybe. It's kind of weird to me that Theros has dragons. Kind of wish it didn't. It's unflavorful to me. Like, don't imagine dragons with Theros. And there's so many other creature types you could have done. Or put. Like things that are more Theros-y. Minotaurs and Hydras and things. I still don't have a Hydra that makes me happy. There is the cat that I forgot about that I would like to build. I should build him. Meaty. He's a cat. I don't remember his exact name. No, it's with an R. Now I gotta go see. Oh no, there was another one. I was like, yeah, I got you second one, and then there got me the third one. Stupid. How dare you? Oh, okay. I was like, I wasn't sure what set that was. And it didn't have the symbol. Twisted Allegiance. So silly. I should put that in deck. I don't think I've ever seen anybody cast that on me. I like finding silly cards, and I'm like, I will say the Dominaria set, they did reprint like Sheevan Dragon, Two-Headed Giant, Sarah Angel and stuff, which was cool. All the little nods to the original stuff. Titan of Eternal Flame. Pretty sure we just saw a couple of you. Like, anything else that's the same here? Thunderbird's Invocation. 165. Yeah, that was first printed in Ixalan. Elementals are gonna have a lot of cool cards too. Probably here soon in Lorwyn. Maybe I'll finally build my elemental deck. It's weird that it's funny because it becomes a ball lightning, which is like one of the first elementals back in the day. God damn it. Stormkirk Occultist. Okay, we did it. Finished another stack. So, I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I appreciate you hanging out with me. This is my little program where I get to paint my miniatures, and I get to sit here and listen to music and talk with you, and about magic, and my hobbies, and whatever the hell else I feel like talking about. I don't know when I'll be back. Probably tomorrow. Well, I will be back for tomorrow for sure at 5 o'clock with Jen and Donnie, the Filthy Casuals, over on their channel. Me and Tom will be playing over there. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play. I still haven't decided that, but I appreciate you all. It's been a week. I'm still here. I survived. That's all the important parts, I guess. Um, let's go see who is still on, who is on, and go find us a place to raid real quick. Stream manager. Let's go find somebody to raid. I appreciate you all. You have a good day. Oh my god, these are sounds that are coming through here. I don't know anybody. There's nobody playing Magic? What is happening here, you people? Am I the only person that I know playing Magic? I hate this. Or not playing Magic, at least I'm doing something Magic, I guess. I don't know. What is happening here? Well, I guess we won't raid anywhere. I don't know. That's sad. That makes me sad. Okay, I guess I'll close that. You all take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Love you all. Be kind, be safe, all that other fun jazz.